If you watched TV in the 1980s, you know there were few TV stars more popular than the loud and proud Mr. T. And our Tim Estiloz recently found out that the former co-star of the TV show The A-Team and Rocky III is still going strong over 2 decades later. Tim?
Thanks, Barry. And when it comes to strong, unique, and unforgettable TV characters, no one beats Mr. T. He went toe-to-toe with Sly Stallone in Rocky III, and now he's ready to bring his own distinct motivational style to the small screen. Welcome to Backstage, first of all.
Thank you, thank you. Good to be backstage. I tell you, a lot of things happen backstage.
It's always happening here. Now, I've always admired you as a fan of yours, but I gotta ask you, for the longest time I've wondered, what does the T in Mr. T stand for?
Well, I'm glad, truthfully, it stands for the name that I was born. I was born Two-Row. That's Creole, that's Louisiana. But I changed the name, to Mr. T because I watched my father being called boy. So I wanted him to be respected. So when they called me Mr. T, that's the respect my father didn't get.
Now, you've had a long career in entertainment, but people first noticed you in Rocky III, where you played Clubber Lang, right?
Yes.
And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me? Politics, man. This country wants to keep me down. Keep everybody weak. They don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
You've got a big mouth,
Why don't you come out and close it, bad boy?
I won this bouncer contest, this tough man contest. I won the contest 2 years in a row, and I gave the money to my church because I'm a Christian. And then Sylvester Stallone saw the program. Then he called me out to Hollywood to audition for Rocky III.
Well, I got to tell you, if Clubber Lang were a real character, I always thought that he would have kicked the butt of Mike Tyson in his prime, I got to tell you.
Yeah. Well, being a mythical character, and like I tell people, my character wasn't a real fighter, it was just, he was a fighter, but he was in Rocky movie, so, but that's why, I had to lose, but, no, Tyson, he's a real tough guy, he's a tough guy.
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain. Come on, bad boy. Let me wait.
Speaking of boxing, you also were a bodyguard for Muhammad Ali at one point.
Yes, I bodyguard Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Leon Spinks. I bodyguard a lot of fighters, a lot of famous people, a lot of people that wasn't famous, but they had money and they was worried, and so, yeah, so I paid my dues. So, so I speak with authority on these things, how to make it out the ghetto, how to come up, how not to quit, how you do this here, how doing your job good. And that's what I do. I tell people, I like what I do, and I like bodyguarding, I like the traveling, I like protecting people, because I'm a service-orientated person.
You got all that energy, and you're channeling it now into a new TV project on TV Land called I Pity the Fool. But I want to hear you say it. Say the title.
You're right, I Pity the Fool.
Tell us about that.
Right, I love to talk about it. What the show is about. First thing, I got to explain to everybody that we're not like the other shows. The other show is a reality show. My show is a reality show. So with that T, let me tell you what you get with that T. You get no nudity. You get no obscenity. The show the whole family can watch.
Now, I ain't no shrink, but I don't shrink away from no challenge neither. I'm just teaching fools some basic rules.
And what I do each week, I go out, I help people, I motivate them, I inspire them to solve their own problems.
I went to Nimitz Motors to motivate car salesmen.
You guys have a goal in 48 hours to do 20 cars.
Do we feel it? Is it in you? Is it in you?
Are we gonna reach our goal, 20 cars today, or not?
This seems to be tailor-made for you because you've really come a long way in your life. You started out on the tough south side of Chicago, and you credit your mom and dad to really keeping you on the straight and narrow, because you could have gone down a different path, couldn't you?
Exactly, and that's what I tell a lot of people, now a lot of people, my story is not unique. A lot of people have loving parents, but they didn't love their mothers in return. And that's what I tell everybody. When you see me, you're looking at nothing but a big, overgrown, tough mama's boy. I love my mother. That's why I didn't go to jail. That's why I didn't rob nobody or steal from nobody or whatever, because I love my mother. I wasn't afraid to get a whooping. I wasn't afraid to go to jail. I loved and respected my mother too much to be anything other than what she wanted me to be.
And I got to tell you, one of the things that people most remember about you is the fact that you wore the gold chains for so many years. Tell us how you got started wearing those gold chains and why, and how you're not wearing them now and why.
Oh, thank you so much. That was a good question. I used to wear the gold because I'm a Christian. See, when Jesus was born, 3 wise men came from the east. One brought frankincense, one brought myrrh, other one brought gold. So gold was a gift to Jesus. If it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. And the second reason I wore the gold, I could afford it. And I stopped wearing the gold last year when Katrina hit. because I'm a Christian, I felt it would be a sin against God and a sin against heaven for me to continue to wear my gold and to put my flesh, my gold into people's faces who don't have nothing. People lost homes, their lives in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. So I said, no more will I wear the gold. I will never wear the gold again.
Where do you get all this energy from? I bet if we hooked you up to, you know, a power grid, you could probably power all of the United States with all that energy.
Well, not all, but some, you see. See, the energy come from because I'm excited what I do. I have this passion. I love people. I love interacting with them. I love meeting them. Love them telling me stories that when they first see me or how they like what I'm doing, how I'm motivating the kids. They like me telling the kids, listen to their mama. That's what I do tell them, you know. Tell them to stay away from drugs, stay away from the wrong crowd. And they love me for that, you know, and so, you know, I love what I'm doing, you know, I'm just excited, you know, and that's why I try to get the people to be excited about whatever they're doing, because if you're excited and you love what you're doing, you're going to do it good.
I gotta tell you, I'm exhausted just listening to that one more time. Now, there's been some interesting twists and turns in Mr. T's career. He once served in the Army as a military police officer, and he also tried out for the Green Bay Packers football team. Unfortunately, he got sidelined by a knee injury, but I think he'd be pretty good, you know?
And you know, when you go back and see him in that scene in Rocky III where he's Clubber Lang, and I mean, you believe that this is the guy, if he hits you, it could kill your whole family for 3 generations.
Oh yeah, and he was saying he worked so hard for that part because that basically he had no acting experience before that, but he trained for 3 months with Sly Stallone trying to lose about 50 pounds.
But now he does look a bit frail. Is that because he's had some medical issues lately?
Yeah, that's right. Back in 1995, he suffered from T-cell lymphoma, no pun intended there, but he managed to overcome it. He just said that his strong faith in God and his motivation and just really trying to persevere over those kinds of things really helped him to overcome that disease. And he goes out there now and he talks to other people about it.
I do have one question, though, and you might not be the right person to ask. Why did Muhammad Ali and Leon Spinks need a bodyguard?
I have no idea, but you gotta say, when you got Mr. T behind you with that mohawk, hey, he's a pretty scary character.
And the idea of this new reality show, Mr. T is so charismatic, it will take people that have a wide variety of problems. Some it may be addiction, some it may be you just need to quit procrastinating and get out there and do it. Is that the idea?
It'll be a wide variety of things. He'll take an individual who may just be too lazy enough to get off the couch and stop looking at TV, or like we saw in the clip, they're getting a whole group of people in a business to really work harder to get more sales. He's going to run across the board with this thing.